I often get asked the question, why is my twin flame rejecting me? Well, the cut and dry answer is it's because you're rejecting yourself, but the underlying core is you can't see it and you don't know why or how to fix it. Stay tuned. I'm going to share with you 3 ways that you can identify, clear, and release self-rejection. So most people don't realize that they're rejecting themselves every time they have habits of criticism, negative self-talk, being harsh on themselves, looking outside of themselves for something that you can only find within, which is to fill the void that really comes from a place of abandonment in our childhood wounds, technically. And we have to remind ourselves that we are really capable of more than we give ourselves credit for, and stop dwelling upon our weaknesses, because technically our weaknesses can become and are our greatest strengths. So when we come into that vulnerability and that ability to open ourselves up in a way that feels insecure, or a way that feels like, oh, I'm vulnerable, and that doesn't feel good because we're exposing a side of ourselves that we've not allowed anyone to see. We haven't even allowed ourselves to feel those sides of ourselves. But in all reality, that is our greatest strength. And your twin flame is literally rejecting you so you can wake up inside of you all the wounds you've been rejecting in yourself because you haven't wanted to see it, feel it, or heal it. So if that is you and you've been doing that, leave me a message in the comments below, because this Inner Union series that I've been working on this year has been very powerful, and you're not going to want to miss it. So make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, and you'll know when all my videos and content come live. So in case we haven't met, my name is Dr. Harmony, and I'm a transformational coach, a quantum healer, and I help others that are struggling with separation wounds to find that inner union. And here on this channel, I share tools, tips, techniques to help you heal those emotions so you can learn to trust your path and ultimately live your purpose. And I post new videos every Thursday, so don't forget to subscribe and also hit that thumbs up button so I know to make more videos like this. I'd also like to welcome the new members to my tribe here. There's been so many of you. I've really enjoyed watching a lot of the comments that are being made and some of the new energy, the new faces, as well as I want to thank all of you that have been loyal and following me for years. And even those of you that have said to me, I love comments saying, years ago, you didn't really understand some of the things I'm saying, but now you're back, you're ready, you get it. And if that's you too, make sure to let me know. So the first thing that we need to do to stop rejecting ourselves is to identify the unconscious blockers that we have adopted that has been most likely in this childhood up to at least the age of 6. Now, up until that point, we have been a sponge. We took on all the programs, all the beliefs, everything that was said, not even just to us, but it was in our environment that our parents talked about, that came from the ancestors down the generations, that we adopted, and we didn't even know we adopted it. And so those thoughts, feelings, emotions, and habits were ingrained in us, and we are not aware of them. 5% of our brain and our awareness of what we want, what we believe, what we see, and what we focus on comes from, our conscious mind. And we might be doing the work, because I don't know about you, but I've said this many times, and if it's you, let me know. I've done the work, I've done the work, I've done the work, but why is this stuff, and I'll be nice with that word, keep coming up? And it's because 95% of what we're operating on is in our unconscious. And in the unconscious, those are the programs that are still sending out the signals of, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough. And I've been working on this personally, for a lifetime, of course, and consciously for several years. I did create the Reprogram Your Childhood Wounds online course a few years ago. It is now part of my Accelerate Your Ascension Academy that you can check out above and below, that has, courses and community and live coaching with me so that you can learn more about identifying these blockers. But it's so important to connect to what it is. And I know for me, it took me years to really understand that my not being good enough was the blocker and it still came up, and I'm just still bringing up another layer of it in this timeline. I couldn't see how I didn't feel good enough when I was an overachiever. I felt very confident. I was, in my skills, and I had loved what I did, and I was taking action and doing all the work, and I didn't understand how I could not feel good enough. But one of the things that's been hitting me, and one of my biggest lessons has been this whole time, is asking for help and linking that asking for help with the not being good enough. And so I identified that me not feeling good enough and not feeling worthy of help or assisting help has been a piece of me needing to do that. Now, I ran across today, actually, with my Lightworker Academy program for people I help get into their purpose, this card. What if you had all the help you needed to wake up from your dreams of fear and find your way home to the heart of love? What if you could ask for and receive help from both the seen and the unseen worlds? All the help I need is available for me. I can receive it by asking. So for me, I basically, have had trouble asking for help, and I can see this kind of still coming up with some new things, and I'm seeing it so quickly. I'm taking action, and I've got all these things I've been asking for help on or stating what I need over the last few weeks, and I'm seeing huge shifts. So in addition, I have a Reprogram Your Childhood Wounds playlist. So make sure to check that out in the links above or below, because that could also help give you more tools, tips, and techniques that you can help reprogram those things to discover what your unconscious blockers are. So the second thing you need to do to stop rejecting yourself is come into a place of self-acceptance. And this can really be hard because we can be so critical on ourselves, but try to make it a point each day to tune in and spend some specific time aiming to nurture yourself with love, kindness, understanding. When you hear the negative self-talk, say, I got you, baby girl. I can't tell you how many times I've said that to myself lately. And, exchange words with yourself. When a negative thought comes up, then give the positive thought back to yourself, show up for yourself, speak up for yourself, and you're no longer rejecting yourself. You are showing up for your needs. You're allowing the emotions to come up. You're not rejecting the emotions. And when you do feel the emotions come up, honor them and breathe through them and deeply remind yourself that your twin flame and the experiences are happening in order for you to bring this up to connect with you. So when these negative thoughts come up, remind yourself with positive thinking to reframe those negative thoughts, and that's going to be a way for you to kind of come home to yourself. So also it really helps to forgive yourself when you go through situations, or maybe you've put yourself out there and you haven't respected yourself, or you haven't allowed other people and taught them how to treat you and respect you, and then it comes back to you, which means you have to now forgive yourself for allowing these things to happen. If you've done that, let me know, because I've done that more than once. And I'd offer you the loving kindness meditation that I did here on YouTube. I'll put a link above and below that can really go through a guided meditation for you to really connect to a sense of nurturing and lovingness and caringness and forgiveness, and even for yourself. So the third way that you can really stop rejecting yourself is to call in your tribe. Because remembering that everything and everyone you attract, including the twin flame, is a reflection of you. So if you are attracting people rejecting you, such as this twin flame experience, call in people that are going to accept you, love you for who you are, embrace you, and unconditionally support you in ways that will lift you up, that will be optimistic, that can, help you rise and shine. Because we all need that, especially in today's society when we've been so isolated. So if that is you and you're really looking for a community to plug in, I invite you to join my Ascension Academy, where we do the live coaching and the community and online courses, and it's a monthly mentorship. The community that I'm creating there is getting so tight, so connected, and loving the intertwining of being able to not feel alone in this. So make sure to check that out in the links above or below, because I think that can really help you feel supported, loved, heard, nurtured, and that's what I do in our live sessions that we do with that group, to show up and share. And I also share there more deeply what I go through in that real time space of what I'm going through, because I've been going through a lot of things that I haven't brought totally out there yet, because everything's happening so quickly that it's all you can do just to keep moving with this energy. But it's really important to connect with your tribe so that you can feel supported, loved, heard. And that's also a way to start asking for what you need, giving yourself permission to show up and allow that kind of support from a tribe and a community like that, and feeling connected in such a way that you can show up and share who you are, being authentic. And it gives you an opportunity to exercise your ability to ask for help. I've had people reach out to me in that community that have kind of reached out asking for advice or help, and I'm pointing them to each other, and they're starting to connect with each other, and it's just beautiful. So I'd love to have you there. At the end of the day, no one's perfect, and obviously, you can still be blaming your twin flame, but that's giving your power away, and it's putting it outside of you. So you need to take responsibility and pull that energy back into you, and know that you are in control of this journey, how you experience it, what you go through with it. And if you'd like to learn more about the actual activation of that within your twin flame and how that takes place inside of you, let me know below, and I'll make sure to make another video on that if you'd like to learn more about that. But I know that at this time, it's so important for you to come to the realization, if you're being rejected, you are rejecting yourself. If you enjoyed this video and would like more videos like this, make sure to let me know in the comments. I will make another one for you, obviously, of course, that's why I'm here. And don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you know when all my content comes live. And if you'd like to follow me and more of what I offer on a daily basis to share tips, tools, and techniques that can help you stop rejecting yourself, come visit me over on Facebook or Instagram at Twin Flame Expert. And if you want to learn more about me, my programs, and how to work with me, make sure to visit my website at twinflameexpert.com. And I'll see you in the next video. Sending you loads of love.